Right, give me a second there. Give me a second there, guys. I need to check my my stream settings here on OBS Studio because it did get an update to 8.0.2, and yeah, obviously I need to check the settings and that type of thing. So I don't know if I'm even live anymore. Let's see if I'm bloody well live. So check microphone check, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Appears we have audio and video. So let me adjust my settings here. Right, my friends, there you go. we are apparently live on YouTube. Bloody OBS Studio, giving me hassle, grief, and whatnot. But you know, c'est la vie. So, my friends, hope everybody is safe and well. Welcome back to the channel. So so I guess we're going to take I have a small few mods, not many, just a small few mods. We're going to take a look at. And we're going to kind of look over them, and we'll do a little bit of chaffing with them as well. So, I guess let's start off with the mods. So this is so basically on Friday, I think, Thursday or Friday, a Fendt Katana came out on the mod hub, and it basically allowed you to you got the Katana 650 and the Katana 850. So if you would watch the previous video where I discussed about doing my own kind of version of the Fendt Katana 850, obviously with this particular mod that's been done and released on the official mod hub, that no longer is an issue because somebody else did it. So what I did was I downloaded the mod hub mod, and I basically made my own private version of the Fendt Katana, right? So he had, you know, you could select from the Katana 650 to the 850. Basically, I stripped out all of the 650 kind of I2D elements, XML elements, and options and everything. So this is just a straight Katana 850 with nothing, you know, no 650 or anything. And I've adjusted the specifications according to the official PDF documents. So, for example, my friends, with the Katana 850, the diesel capacity is 1,215 liters. The silage additive capacity is 215 liters, and the depth capacity is 190 liters, and the weight is 17.5 tons. So what I did was then I stripped out all of the wheel options because I wanted just a base. I wanted the weight to be reflective of the real world. So basically we just have a kind of a Trelleborg tire here, and we have a wide tire option which brings you up to 17.5 tons exactly. Real good. How the hell are you? How are things? Hope you're doing well. So yeah, it's what time is it here in Ireland? It's like 3:54 a.m. here in Ireland. So yeah, so I adjusted the XML to match the real world specifications of the Fendt Katana 850. And I added a few little things as well to kind of make it kind of, you know, added a few little stuff. For example, my friends at the back here, I added the 40 kph speed sign and moved those red reflectors to make space for the 40 kph sign. Because if you watch real world videos, that's kind of what it looks like. And I added a warning triangle here at the back. All right, so that's an object change. That's kind of for the US specification, you know. So you can add the warning triangle, and pretty much everything is identical. I did adjust some of the colors, so you know I added a bit more kind of the Fendt colors. So we have the default color. We have the bright green, which is a Fendt color. We have the dark green, which is another Fendt color, and then the all green. So these are official. Who's that? Is that Tony Myth? Oh God, that guy again. Ah, Tony, when are you going to learn to drive? Seriously, my friend, come on. And then I added some rim colors. Nothing outrageous, just once again Fendt colors. Alright, so yeah, you know, there's not a massive alteration. Oh, I did add the aerial here at the top, and that kind of wobbles and stuff like that. So this is it here. And then I downloaded that ridiculous 15-meter lizard header, which is just a beast of a thing. It's ridiculous. That's just a bloody thing. Now, is that the lizard header? I'm not sure actually. Is this the 15-meter header? Oh, it's not. It's the 9-meter. I am wearing pants, Tony, because it's bloody cold in Ireland tonight. And with the price of electricity, you know, I'm trying to keep the heating off, you know, because it just costs too much bloody money to run the, you know, the underfloor heating here. So yeah, look, right. So that's your rear 40 kph sign. As I said, I moved the red reflectors to make space for that. And then we have the CB radio area, which actually wobbles around as well. So this has a suspension on it. Because if you look in cab, there's a CB radio thingy up there. Look, it's kind of up in the up there. That's kind of why I did that. So and then we have the beacon lights. So you know, it's not massively altered from the modded version, but I've just added a few little tweaks and quality of lives, you know, improvements. I've been kind of working on the decals and that type of thing. So we'll set things up here, I guess. We'll put it on the worker. So I'm going to show you this, my friends. This is an unreleased mod by My Game Steam. It's kind of a world exclusive, I guess. Yeah, this is a mod that I've been kind of beta testing and looking over for My Game Steam. This is his Mercedes Actros pack. Okay, you can take a look at it here. So there's multiple configurations on this particular mod here. So basically this is the tipper version. Okay, you have a tanker version, right? And then you have a log carrier version, right? So this is, as I said, it's beta. It's not finished. The capacities are not, you know, set in stone and that type of thing. You have various color options, you know, the usual thing that one would expect. You know, you can change the color. You've got these nice metallic colors. You can change the fenders here. You can change the rims. Get something outrageous. Is it really purple or anything? So you get the idea, you know. Some color options there. It does have Simple IC as well. It's a very nice mod. I'm not going to go over too much of this, you know. I don't want to give too much away, but it is a very nice mod. The front design, we have a bull bar option. So you can add a nice bull bar on this thing as well. So that is a work in progress. So it's not finished. Still some more things to do to it. It does have Simple IC, as one would expect. I'm a big fan of Simple IC, as is My Game Steam. We have the animation sounds in it as well. You can kind of go around it. So, turn on the engine. So just take a quick look around this thing so you guys can kind of see it. Got some lights and make sure that everything's working. Reverse lights, they reflect on the ground. You have your side lights here as well. You have lights up here. 1, 2, 3. This is 4 stages of lights. It's kind of up here. Is there 4 stages? Oh, there's a 5th stage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So there's 4 stages of lights. So yeah, there's more things to be done to it, you know. Work in progress. Now we have to close the doors for safety reasons. So interior wise, you have some more IC functionality. You can put down the sun visors. Turn on the light, so there's a light in here. Sun visor again. Close the door. The armrests can go up and down. Everything has a simple IC sound associated with all these actions. Up here we have the, I guess this is a sleeping compartment. You have the sunroof. You can open that up as well for the sunroof. So yeah, it's a sleeper cabin, I guess, this thing. And yeah. You can kind of see the animations going on there. I don't know if there's anything. Oh, there is. So you can actually put up and down the windows here, and the windows are tinted. So that's kind of a basic overview of the Mercedes Actros truck here. We don't care about crop destruction, so it doesn't really matter if we destroy any crops. So this should be a testament to my amazing driving skills. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I think I need to go behind him here. I think I need to move out of it as well. Okay, come on, guy. Find me. God damn it. What the hell? Jesus. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Why won't he find me? Bitch. I don't know. It might be that, Tony. It could be just bad driving as well, to be fair. But it might be the hitbox. Yeah, it's all over the place. So I don't know where I'm gonna, I don't know where I have to be. You know what I mean? If I go too far, he's just not finding me. Yeah, and he's not loading it in either. There. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, there's a little bit of a hitbox issue there, I think. I think I'm too forward. Could very well be. Yeah, I'll have to ask my games team about this. There may be a little bit of a hitbox issue, as you said here, with the tipper here. It's hard to say though, to be honest. I'm not an expert in chaffing by any means. So she, you know, she's kind of all over the place there, to be honest. But anyways, look, you kind of get the idea. Yeah, as in, you know, we don't care about crop destruction, Tony. So, or rolling. Ooh. 1 second. Oh, the phone. Let me get up to speed here. Ooh. Holy buckets. Woo. She's a little bit tippy whippy. Look. Ooh. God damn. Very, very. I mean, she's not flipping over, but that is very wobbly. Look at that. Look. That seems very unrealistic. I don't know, the center of mass, I think. You know, it's a high tipper, you know, or a truck, you know. Oh, maybe the center of mass needs some adjustment on that or something. But it is you know, it's not actually it's not tipping over or anything. So that may need some adjustment there. And I think the empty speed is way too fast in this. So whatever the empty speed he has it set to is just super, super fast. Just too fast in my opinion. Right. So I guess what we'll do is we'll look for something else. Let's get another tractor. Do I not have the Kubota DLC installed? I want to get the Izeki. What's this one? That's only 95 horsepower. So we'll look at another mod. So this is a mod from Farming Simulator 19. Someone ported it to FS22. It came out today. And they did a good job of converting it. You know, I haven't tested it yet, you know. But from what I saw from examining the, you know, the zip file, you know, it was fine, you know, the way they did it. Looks like those front wheels. So, I don't know. From this angle, it looks like the front wheel is kind of lifted off the ground a little bit. A little bit weird, doesn't that look? The diameter of the two front wheels are not the same as the back ones. Look, the diameter is smaller. Why the hell is that? That's weird. So he hasn't set the diameter of the wheels correctly. Okay. Michelin Lizard. So you get a few little wheel options here. You can change the capacity from 12,000 to 15,000. It puts this piece on the top. It has a weird option. I've never seen a door like this on a mod. So you can adjust this door thingy. I don't know why that is there or whatever it is. And then you have a color option here. Obviously, it looks better with the red. Yeah, weird door. I think I'm going to go with that one. Ooh, I don't know if this trailer has the juice for this. Or the tractor, I should say. So she hooks up. Is there another connector here? So we have the electric and the hydraulic, right? So I think so. So this particular mod here is a little bit interesting in terms of how it tips. Just kind of why I downloaded it. There we go. See the difference? Look. It's a bit of a difference there. Now, this tractor, it just does not have the juice. It's way too weak. We need something more powerful than that. I don't know. Jesus, I don't know. So many bloody tractors. I haven't used this one yet. Is there a non-twin wheel option? Oh, there is. Let's try this one. I haven't used this tractor yet. Let's hook up to the let's hook up the hitch. Better bloody do. So we should probably get rid of some stuff then as well, because we don't want to overwhelm our I like to keep the amount of mods that I have loaded fairly slimmed down. So I should probably set the speed in this thing, right? So it should be what, like 5.6? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So it would be nice that the animations on this, you know, the way that it does chaff and everything would be different, you know, a little bit more realistic and better. I mean, it doesn't look like this in the real world. You know, there's a lot of shit blowing around and that type of thing, you know. So that's 15,000 liters there. So we'll take a look at how this thing discharges. So we can tip side back. Grain door. Let's look at the grain door option. Ooh! Ooh, look at this! Oh, baby! Holy buckets. Yeah, this is why I got this. Well, he has put no sounds in for the loading and unloading. You know, the FS22 sound scheme for, you know. Yeah, he has not put in the sound scheme for that. So yeah, I mean, this is a little bit different, you know, in terms of how it unloads. Or maybe he has, hold on. So once again, that's a little bit unrealistic. It would be nicer if the, you know, the stuff would be, you know, lower to the ground. So he's added it to that section, but he hasn't added it to the bottom section. So when this is a multi-piece, you know, this is like 1, 2, there's like 5 sections in that, you know what I mean? And each one of those should have its own individual, you know, sounds as it goes up and down. So he hasn't added the FS22 sound scheme to there, which is unfortunate. So let's check the back animation. See how it unloads. There are some sound schemes there. He's done some of them and not all of them have been done, if that makes sense. Do I have stick drift on my bloody my Xbox controller now? Better not. So yeah, it's different. It's interesting, you know. I like the animation of it, you know. It's a, what do you call it? A high tipper. So watch this, right? So when these go in and out, there should be an animation sound associated with that, right? So when these move out and those go down on the ground, there should be sounds associated with all those actions, but there isn't. But yeah, it's definitely something different. Most likely what will happen is the modder who did this in FS19, he'll probably just port this to 22, you know. There you go. As I say, it's that animation there is way too high off the ground. Well, that's kind of that one. So this is a farm tech mod. You know, it's something different. You know, if you know, if you had a bunker silo with large, you know, high walls, you could definitely use this to tip into. You know. Yeah, it could. Yeah, I'd say I would imagine it would be very helpful for BGAs. You know. To you know, if you don't have much space or whatever. But yeah, most likely the modder who put this out originally will probably port it himself and do a proper job, as it were. Just check the lights there and see if everything's working. Just make sure everything's okay on this. Oh, bad driving. Yeah, everything's functioning there. The lights are working at the back. So you have your PTO and everything like that. So another sound, animation sound. So this is the this is like a support stand, right? So when this thing goes up and down, there should be an animation sound associated with that. You know, very kind of pixelated though. You see that? Look, see all the kind of pixels. Look there. So I would, yeah, you can. I think this is probably from FS17, and then it was ported to 19. You know, so this could definitely do with a new kind of, I don't know, a new specular and a new VMask and normal map to kind of spruce it up a little bit, but not bad. No errors in the log. Yeah, there's where the trailer is. Everything works on it. It's fine. You know, it's not bad at all. Would I keep this? I don't know. You know, we've got so many bloody trailers. It's ridiculous. So many trailers. It's crazy. What else do we have? Beast item. Get rid of that one. So what else do we have? So he's done a very good job with the Fendt Katana here. I like the mod. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Then you have the double exhaust here at the back, right? So he's modified the, you know, he's modified the interior engine here, the compartment. I added the script for the exhaust extension to this as well. So you know the color of the smoke coming out the back here is changes. I kept it at 40 kph. Here's your interior. So he's done some things in the interior as well. You know, he's actually made some changes to the dashboard here as well. You know, so if you were to compare side by side the 650 to the 850, the interior is actually different. You know, I found a bug from Giants though when I was looking over this mod. So you can see it here. So on the back here, on the back window, there are decals, 3 decals. Look, 1, 2, 3. Right? Now, if you go in cab, there's nothing on the outside and there's nothing on the inside. So I looked at real world videos of that particular section, and I've actually posted a bug report to Giant Software about this. So there should be little pictures that you can see on the inside, you know, warning labels that you would see on the inside, not the outside. So I reported that there's supposed to be a green warning. See where the yellow warning signs labels are here? There's supposed to be another green one on that window there. So basically I submitted that today to Giants, and hopefully they'll make some adjustments. Figure out why that bunker didn't show up. Not sure what you're talking about there, Tony. Clarify, please. But yeah, I highly recommend the Fendt Katana 650/850. It is on the official mod hub. It's a very, very good mod. The guy did a great job with it. So what I'm driving here is my own kind of private version. So I can't distribute this because, you know, I've done my own little thing with it. But yeah, most definitely go check out the I do, Tony. I read your DMs every day. I thought you said you got that sorted out. Wasn't that on a map you're playing that it was... I don't know. So that's the Fendt Katana 850. Did a nice job with it, you know. It's good stuff. I like it a lot. And, you know, hopefully he'll make a few little bit more improvements, you know. I'd love to see the, so there are belts and pulleys and that type of thing in here that hopefully these can get animated, you know, so they'll actually move. I'd love to be able to see him have any, you know, door animations, or, you know, open the engine. So these pieces here, pieces on the back and the sides, you know. You can open the, you know, the doors in here as well. Where is it? Where is that? So yeah, you can open the door there. It's a very kind of slight animation. You can open the door here as well. So these are kind of Xbox controllers. So yeah, it's some nice little animations, you know. As I said, overall he's done a very good job with it, and I'm quite happy with the entire thing. I'm a big fan of Sulky, S-U-L-K-Y. This is a French brand. So this came out on the quote-unquote dodgy websites. This is a kind of a front tank, right? So you have options. You have beacon lights or no beacon lights. Put that in front. You can have a standard. You have a step. You have the wheels. So standard, step, and then the wheels. So 3 options, right? This thing holds various materials, and I shall show you presently once I select the bleeding tractor. So I'll just take a quick look around this thing first. So once again, no errors in the log with this. So, you know, I try to check all the mods before I load them in, you know, to make sure they're okay. If there are mods with too many issues, you know, I tend just to delete them. But this one is fine. So you have the Sulky logo here. I don't know if this is a rebranded mod. I was trying to locate this thing in the mod hub in 19 or 22. It's not there. So I don't know exactly where this came from. I think this is based on some other mod though. Just my gut feeling about it is that it's a rebranded and repasted. So, I mean, you know, it holds the usual stuff. I don't know if it holds fertilizer. Let's try that. Or, sorry, lime. Let's see if it does actually. It does not. Doesn't detect it. So yeah, it holds seed and fertilizer. You have animations as well. So you can manually open it. The ladder goes down and the usual stuff that one would expect to see from a mod like this. So that's your seed. Now what you would hook up to, the only mod that I can see that actually hooks up to this thing is the coon. And it's in the planter section. It's this one. That's the only one I could find. I haven't tried any modded mods. So basically what you do is, I mean, it'll work, you know, but you won't get the side hosting. So what I mean by this is the only mod is because of this. So the side hosting, right? So it'll work just as a normal front, you know, tank, you know what I mean, extension or whatever. But if you want the hose, you have to use this particular coon here. I don't know if this thing plants, probably not. Can we do something kind of quickly? No, what we can do is we can F11 or F11, F12 the snot out of this thing. So we can do that. No, where? No. Set people ground. Ground layer. None. Lime. He's rolling. Ground type. Cloud. Cloud, yes. I don't know if I did that right, to be honest. So it's fertilized 0%. There you go. Now, is it using the shit? Ah, god damn it. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. Why the hell is it easy? Hold on. Why is it not? Oh, hold on a second. I know why. Because I've got the bloody buy thing on, that's why. What do you mean no field found? We're just doing it, you idiot. There we go. Now it's working. Right, so yeah. So look, and it's got these wheels at the front as well, look. Right. And you know, it's not a bad mod at all, you know. It's something a little bit different. Most likely, once again, this mod will probably be, you know, come out on the official mod hub at some point. Right, I'm just going to let him do that. What else do we have? So that's the sulky, right? So that's a nice mod. So let me show you this one here. This is a, I think this is a Sweden or Finland. I can't remember. I was on the website today looking at this thing. This is a interesting wheel loader, and so this was on FS19. Right, it's been ported to 22. No errors in the log. At least there isn't now after I went over it. So the log is now clean. So very interesting mod, highly detailed. The wheels are a bit weird on this thing. These kind of seem I don't know, like there isn't enough air in the tires. Does that make sense? Especially on the back. There's probably a lot of weight on the ass of this thing, you know. So I'll take it kind of through the. So this is a real world piece of equipment, you know, and it's very, very accurate, you know, and it's a very, very nice mod. So light configuration, we have so you've all sorts of options. So you have standard, light 1, light 2, light 3, light 4, light 5, light 6. So there's all sorts of object changes that take place with this, right? And even on the cabin side here, there's all sorts of different kind of object changes, and on the front as well. So just be aware of that, you know. So whatever you think is, suits your particular need. I'm going to go with that one there. Beacon configuration. So you have, and you have this. This is an interesting beacon bar here. This SSC light bar. It looks really, really good when you see it in game. So you bar 1, you have the SSC bar 1. You have an LED version, LED 2, bar 2, LED 2. So you have multiple options here. Look. All right. So I don't know if I'm going to go through all of these because there's just so many, it would just take too much time. So I just I don't know. Shit. Let's just go with that, right? Let's see what happens. So tinted windows. You can do 50% or 190% and then standard. Let's go with the 50%. The back bars. So this is a piece up here that goes on and off, so you can change that as well, right? And once again, there are all sorts of kind of little LED lights around in this thing as well. Let's just go with that one. Vehicle size. So this is basically, in the real world, they go from the L9 to the L20. There are different, different models and different horsepower and different sizes and specifications. So this is the L9. L9 with wide fenders. Let's take a look at that. L9 with wide fenders, so it just increases the fender width. The L15, the cabin is actually suspended as well. I don't know if you can see that, look. See that, look? The L15 is a larger one. This is 300 horsepower. The L18 then has an object change. So you can see that there, look, a larger kind of weight part in it. So yeah, there are a number of different models on this thing. This is the largest one, 300 horsepower. Wheel setups, wheels are a bit weird in this thing. As I said, they look like they're deflated a little bit, but it might be because of the weight of the chassis. So you've all sorts of wheel options, and that's kind of the big one. So watch this one, right? So this is the largest wheels you can choose. Look, but watch the suspended cab and everything. Look, it actually pops up and shit. Like, so this thing's a bit of a beast. The color, then you've all sorts of color options. You have the original colors, and then you have multiple others. And you have a design color, which is basically, what's that? Oh, that's that bar there. Oh, that one's not bad. Look, that's kind of a metallic. Let's leave that one there. And then the rim colors. So you can set the rim colors whatever the hell you want. Yeah, let's go up to white there. Oh, there's another weight then that comes with this. Look, so this is another mass weight that you can put on the back of this as a kind of a. So a nice animation when you get in and out. So it'll close. The cab actually goes up and down. Watch this, look. See that? When you exit, the cab will go down. Isn't that awesome? There it goes. So just kind of looking around in this thing. So you can see there are kind of the LEDs in this thing, look. This thing is blinged out to death. And they're all different colors. So you have white LEDs, orange, and then you have red ones, look. So he's done a really, really good job. You have an animated fan on the back of this thing. So the mesh here is transparent. Huh? Is that awesome, look? super high detail on this thing. Okay. Based on what I saw, I looked at the Real World website, and this is super accurate, highly accurate 3D model here. It wasn't on the Mod Hub though, which is interesting. This came out on the quote-unquote dodgy websites, you know, in FS19, and someone has ported it in 22. Watch the. Let me show you the beacon bar here. This thing is awesome. Oh, these wheels are floaters, right? So look at the rotation speed in this thing. Look. So let's see that. Isn't that cool? And you have another little LED pattern as well on that piece at the top. Look. So this thing is just tricked out. This thing. Very nice. It's you know, it's different. We'll just check the kind of basic functionality of this thing. So you have 3 light stages. These are all LED lights. So it's kind of the full package there, the full Monty. Excuse me, the full Monty. And in terms of what it takes, just standard wheel loader stuff. It doesn't come with anything, you know. No. Don't think there's anything else there to look at. .32 mph, so it's 50 kilometers per hour. So watch what happens when you back up. Look. So look at the lights here at the back. That awesome. Look. And when you stop, then they go off. So that's really cool. And it does reflect on the ground as well. The lighting on this thing is awesome. And it you know, took a lot of work to do all the XML stuff for this, you know. I'm not able to do the any of the lighting stuff. It's just too bloody complicated. So if you wanted to, obviously, you could put another weight on the back of this thing. There we go. Although there is an issue. I tried to fix this, but for whatever reason, the colors don't match. Look. So I'm gonna have to look at this again and see why the colors aren't matching up here. And I don't know if you can hook up a trader to this or not. I mean, it's possible. So for testing purposes, just to see. Can, as you can see. It's a little bit off, I think. It is, look. It's so the target node for this needs to be adjusted, look. Because it's slightly off. You know, it's not that is interesting. Detach that. I want to see. Oh, so the brake force on this thing isn't great. Oh, so that one now gives you hoses. Ah, okay. So that one is perfect. Look, that is perfectly connected. So we have electric and 2 hydraulics. So I guess the reason I downloaded this was, you know, I'm kind of thinking for, you know, the, you know, with the Platinum DLC, you know, trying to, you know, look around and gather a few mods for the, you know, that particular map, you know. So I'm thinking like this, Kiravet's tractor, you know, something, you know, some other mods than, I know we're getting 40 pieces of equipment and it'll probably be more than enough for most people. But, you know, I just wanted something a little bit different. So these are floaters, just to be aware of that. These, so, you know, she's, there's a lot of air in these tires, probably deliberately, you know. So, but just be aware that you could have some stability issues, as you can see, look. So, and she's a fast vehicle as well, you know, she's going 32 mph. So as always, my friends, you know, you should always keep the low center of gravity, keep your bucket low. You should be fine. But, yeah, very, very nice mod. Well done. Whoever did this mod, I can't remember the modder's name offhand. But if you go to the quote-unquote dodgy websites, you will find this particular mod out there. It wasn't FS19, now in 22. Yeah. Kudos to the original modder. It's high quality stuff. Surprised it didn't make it to the modder. Even just for PC, you know. It's got really, really good suspension. You know. It's very, very bouncy. That's kind of the way they are, I guess, in real life, you know. So if you're, you know, if you're doing mining, especially, I think this would be great for a mining map. You know. Take a look in cab here. So we do have seat suspension. I don't know if this, in real world, if it has pedals or anything. Everything works there. So you can kind of see what comes on and off here. It's your display. A little bit of a camera issue there. You know, maybe the character is a little bit too back in the seat. Maybe, I don't know. It's nothing major. It's a minor little issue. A lot of mods look like this, to be fair. You know. You know, you have a very nice radio up there as well. Look. You know, it has the emissive lights. Are they actually working? They are. Look, holy crap. Yeah, the lights are actually flickering on this thing. Very, very cool. So that would be your radio. All the decals and everything on this thing. As far as I know, this engine section here is, I don't know, is that a decal or is it actually is that a transparent mesh? So I'm just looking at this pattern here. I'm just wondering, would that be like transparent, or it could just be a logo actually. Definitely this piece is transparent mesh. So, you know, he's done a very, very good job, you know. All these decals are probably all, you know, original to the real world machine, you know. So, yeah, he's done a really good job with this thing. So if you want a wheel loader, if you want something different, you know, it's got some very nice options and animations and kind of, you know, the LED lights if you want a lot of bling, you know. I recommend this one. So that's kind of with it, all the lights on there. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's the full Monty, as they say. Very, very nice mod. Do we have anything else? We do not. So what shall we do now, my friends? What shall we do? So he's kind of doing that one there. So we can get a look at the kind of the dirt and wear textures on this thing as well. She's not getting dirty yet though. Yeah, that sulky is quite nice. I like that one as well. I'm going to keep that one. I am a fan of the brand Sulky. So when I see something, you know, I'll check it out and I'll look at it. I wonder, can I refill? No, it doesn't look like it. Thought I might have been able to refill from the other one. So let's just look at that field there. So, what is going down? I don't know. Bloody corn? I don't know. Growth. Soil composition. So we have no fertilizer going down. Boo. Hotspots. Crop types. Yeah, it looks like it's corn. I don't know what we're going to bloody do now. I don't know, should we do some harvesting or something? Ugh. Let's use something that I haven't actually used before. You know, I've used a lot of different crawlers. I don't know. Should I don't know. Let's just go with that. Gonna need a case header for that, obviously. That's the 41 foot. So yeah, the pumps and hoses DLC. I know there's been a lot of previews out there and using the pack. Honestly, I don't know if it's something that interests me. Now, I have pre-ordered it, you know, but you know, generally speaking, you know, regardless whether I'm a fan or not of a DLC, you know, I buy them just to, you know, support giants and Creative Mesh or whomever. But I don't know if I'm going to actually use the damn thing. Perfectly honest, it's not the type of thing that I would, you know, generally use, you know. And you know, I'm a very simple-minded farmer, you know, and it just seems a little bit complex to me. So I'm just wondering if maybe, you know, it might be I don't know. I just don't know if it's something that I am personally going to like and use. I guess that's the it's kind of the idea of that. I guess we'll probably use the Mercedes again. Look. Hire worker. gonna set the cruising speed in this thing. 6.5. See, will she pipe reach? Yeah, the cruising speed is set to 6 now. So that one is fine. No issues with that. But forage harvesters, I don't know. Forage harvesters, I think, need a little bit of work with this Mercedes. I think I'm gonna have a word with my games team and see if there's any kind of collision mask or shapes or anything that it just doesn't. I'll have to take a look at it. What's this field done here? It is. Look. Yay. Let's do a little bit manually, I guess. I'm in the mood for a little bit of harvesting. So yeah, the pumps and hoses DLC. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I mean, I'll install it. You know, I paid for it. Whether I'm actually going to use it, I really don't know. I think it appeals to a certain section, certain types of players. If you have a kind of a creative mind in terms of, you know, you're building a map, not necessarily building a map, but, you know, placing objects on a map, you know, loading up, say, this map here, Elm Creek, designing your own farm, designing your own BGA, you know, creating it from scratch, you know. If you have a creative mind like that, then yeah, I think it would be a good DLC, because it gives you a lot more buildings and a lot more animations and a lot more tools to kind of create your own customized BGA. But at the end of the day, it's just slurry. You know what I mean? It's just a different way of doing slurry at the end of the day. And there are just several more steps in the slurry process. There's no financial advantage or you know, a lot of, from my opinion, you know, my type of farming I do is efficiency. I want to be able to do things quickly. You know what I mean? Not necessarily cheating, but, you know, efficiency is not cheating, you know. And I just think that slurry system is going to slow things down dramatically, and you're going to get the same effect. You know, you could just buy a slurry tanker and spread your poop out normally, whereas you're using the DLC hose system. It's going to take you a lot longer to accomplish the same task. But, you know, it gives you some new options, some new gameplay styles, some new variation and variety and things. It's just, I don't think it's for me per se in terms of how I do my farming. And yes, believe it or not, I actually do farm. You know, I do play Farming Simulator offline. You know. Yeah, we're not going to put any straw swat or anything down on the ground here. Yeah, I'm not a, I don't use these kind of case harvesters, just to be perfectly honest. I gotta go for the Fendt and the class. So yeah, 46 pieces of equipment. It's $18. Will be released on Tuesday. I don't believe you need a patch or an update for the game. As far as I know, with patch 1.71, it is kind of ready to rock and roll. I was watching Farmer Klein earlier, who streams on YouTube, and he was using the Pumps and Hoses DLC. He did mention that Creative Mesh are already aware of some little issues with the pack, some tweaking and that type of thing that needs doing, you know, and some Virtual Farmer mentioned as well that some of the button combinations to activate certain functions on the you know, on the equipment that you get are not necessarily 100% intuitive or kind of contrary to kind of pre-existing control schemes. So you know, there may be some scope there for some fine-tuning and revision and listening to feedback, and hopefully Creative Mesh support it in terms of patches and updates. Hopefully they do. I would assume they will. Yeah, if you're going to be paying $18 for a DLC, you know, I would hope that you get some, you know, support in the long to medium term at least. And they'll make improvement and enhancements to the mod over time, or the DLC over time. I wouldn't mind if they brought back the Straw Harvest DLC, or at least allowed a third party to release it or something. That would be nice. So I need to put my boot in. How do I put my boot in? I thought you could adjust the boot in this thing. Hold on a second. No, that's completely wrong. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Das Booty. And no. God dang it. Does this not move in and out, this header on the front? I thought this thing moves in and out. Oh, it does. Oh, you have to select it. Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, you have to select the damn thing. We have our beacons. The pipe here should be long enough. That is fine. No issues with that. Oh, bloody collisions. I don't know, that occlusion culling that joints have in FS22, you know, you can, I don't know, camera collisions are everywhere on this bloody thing. Not a big fan of in-cab because I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, this looks like the this could be the US specification of this harvester. Kind of looks like it. That warning sign in the back, the triangle. There. Just sliding around the place there. I wonder if that's because of the wheels. I prefer the tracked harvesters, the crawler tracks. I'm not a big fan of the wheeled harvesters. Alright, so we'll just do the outside edges here, and then we'll probably take a look. Oh, he's still working away down there, look. He's good to go. He's probably going to run out of seed soon, though. Scheduled an appointment for Monday to get my flu vaccination for the upcoming winter season. I highly recommend everybody get their flu vaccination. I get it every year now. Unfortunately, in 2016, I got influenza, and I ended up in bloody isolation for 10 days. You know. So yeah, after that incident, you know, I've gotten my flu vaccine every year. Of course, I've been watching everything in the real world as well, with Putin and Russia and everything. Jesus. Oh my God. I don't know. Putin is he's a guy that scares the absolute shit out of me. I think he's the kind of guy, you know that line from the Dark Knight, you know, where it says, you know, some men just want to see the world burn. I think Putin is one of those people, you know. I think if his position is, you know, his power or his position or whatever is threatened, you know, I think he's the kind of guy who says, well, screw it. If I'm gonna be taken down, I'm gonna take everybody else down with me. You know what I mean? Because I think his attitude is, well, look, I'm gonna be dead. So what does it matter what the world looks like after I'm gone? You know? I really think that guy. You know, if anybody was going to use nuclear weapons, I think Putin would be the guy. But like a lot of these things, I think it's just going to come down to someone's just going to make a stupid mistake. Something is going to be misinterpreted, or, you know, diplomacy breaks down. You know, the lines of communication with, you know, Russia or whatever break down. You know, I mean, they're talking about kicking him out of Russia, out of the United Nations. And what's that going to accomplish? You have one less communication line opened up. I think at this time we need to be able to communicate with these people, just to avoid any misunderstanding, or someone doing something stupid, or some idiot in the field commander making some stupid decision. But yeah, I mean, I think we are the closest to Armageddon, as it were, than we've ever been, I think. With everything else going on, COVID and bloody inflation and just the upheaval in society since 2016, just, I don't know, it's overall, I'm very pessimistic about the world. It's not a nice mindset to be in, you know. I think we could all use some positivity and see kind of the good in the world, you know. Anyways, enough about that rubbish. No one wants to hear me waffle on about shite. Back to the bloody farming. So yeah, there's you know, there's a on the quote-unquote dodgy website, you're seeing a lot of mods from FS19 being converted to 22. You know, probably a lot of them without, you know, the modders, original modders' permission. It's kind of a separate issue. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff being converted over now. What about that thing on the side? Does that twirly thing? I don't know what that's for. I swear to God, if there's a train coming. Is that usually what happens to me? You get whacked by a bloody train. So what's the capacity? So this is I don't know what the capacity of this thing is. We'll soon see. So it's 25,000 litres, okay. Oh, there's bloody train. Bloody thing. Oh my God. Wow. This thing is struggling. Look at this. So the trailer is full, but it is struggling. There's no oh my God, this is terrible. Wow. It just the weight of the material in the trailer is just making it like crawl. It has like no bloody no juice. She will not move. God dang it. I have to talk to my game sim about that one as well. That's terrible. You know, it needs more it needs more oomph, more get up and go. Oh, yeah, that's not right. So it's almost as if it's in a low gear, you know, like a and it takes a while for the gear to to shift upwards. It's very, very slow doing it. So I want to see how high that thing goes there. I think the unload rate on this on the tipper is just too fast for 25,000 litres. I think it should slow it down a little bit, just my opinion. So see that, look, it's unloaded, look how slow it is. It's like it's in super low gear and it takes ages for it to kick in. It's like it's not gear shifting, that's what it feels like. I don't know what that is. So has he stopped? He has, look. So yeah, he's run out of seed there. So I saw that there was a I don't know if I should talk about this or not. Someone put out a and let's say a quote-unquote unauthorized version, ported the Chrome Big M500 from FS19, you know, the My Games Thing version to 22. And he used a lot of the i3D elements and parts that My Games Team designed, and basically didn't ask permission or anything like that, or made no contact with My Games Team, and you know, I wouldn't mind, but if the guy had actually made contact with my games team, he probably would have given him his blessing. So the reason my games team didn't port the Chrome Big M500 to 22 was a number of reasons, and good ones as well. First of all, and I've mentioned this before, and I'll show you why. So here's the here's the Big M450. So watch the front more here. So there's a skirting that goes around the that is around. So as you can see there, look, that cloth. There's a cloth, like a skirting on the motors, and that is dynamic. It's a dynamic cloth effect, which means it moves, you know, as you move around, and kind of corresponds with the wind and the speed of the vehicle and that type. So basically, my games team said, you know, until we can get this cloth effect into the Chrome Big M500, he didn't want to port it from 19 to 22. So that's why the Big M500 has not appeared in 22 so far, because of this cloth skirting, which is this is highly specialized stuff. You know, this stuff is not something that can just be copied and pasted and transplanted. You have to actually build the bloody motors from scratch, you know. So that's why he didn't want to bring to 22. So he would have to essentially rebuild the motor sections of the Big M500, and that takes a lot of time, a lot of blender work, and just time in general. Another issue he had as well is that Simple IC, the FS22 version of Simple IC, has a number of features and functionality that are not present. So, for example, the Big M500 from FS19 had a large number of Simple IC features that were very unique, you know, in-cab functions, you know, turning on and off monitors, turning on and off lights, animated keys, you know, dials and that type of thing. A lot of specialized in-cab stuff, you know what I mean, that required the Simple IC script from FS19. But because of the 22 script has a lot of those specialized features and functionalities disabled or not functioning, you know, once again, he didn't want to bring the Big M500 from 19 to 22. He wanted to wait for Simple IC to mature and, you know, bring in more of the features from the 19 version to 22. So that was a couple of legitimate reasons, valid reasons in my opinion, why he didn't, why no one has seen the Big M500. But obviously someone has. They've used an older, it's kind of the main body. So this area here, they've used the main body of the Big M500 from an older kind of 3D model. And what they've done is they've essentially stolen and taken the motors from the Big M500. So the front motor section, all this, see all these PTO pieces here that my games team designed in FS19. He's stolen all of these, he's stolen all of these. There's this piece up here. So he's stolen multiple pieces of the Big M500 and created kind of a Frankenstein mod. And you know, no credits, or you know, no mention in the mod description credits, no mention of my games team or any of the work he did, or no acknowledgement at all. So we're you know, he's not happy about that basically. So yeah, I don't know if my games team is actually going to officially port the Big M500 to 22 or not. As I said, there are some valid reasons why he doesn't want to do it currently. And I can tell you from based on my analysis of the Frankenstein version compared to even the FS19 version of the Big M500 by My Game Steam. The My Game Steam version is far superior in just in every single way. I mean, my God, the amount of work that went into that single mod, like 9 months of work that went into that thing. It was a top to bottom, pretty much rebuilt the bloody thing from scratch. And so much was done with it, you know. It's unbelievable the amount of work was put into the Big M500. Well, you know, it is what it is. It won't be the first or last mod to be, quote unquote, have pieces, you know, stolen or whatever. It's a common occurrence. Can't really do anything about it, you know, to be honest. Just would have been nice, again, you know, if he had simply asked permission. My Game Steam is a pretty reasonable person. I think he would have given his blessing to the guy to do it. Might have even helped him out, you know. He might have offered some assistance or some guidance, or hell, he might have even given him access to the unreleased version 1.004 Chrome Big M500. That was, you know, My Game Steam put out version 1.003 as kind of the official last version, but continued to work in it. So there is an unreleased 1.004 which even more features and functionality that no one has seen yet. So, you know, if the guy had played nice and had some basic manners, maybe could have, you know, My Game Steam could have given him access to the FS19 Big M500 or whatever. It is what it is. I wonder if I drive over this theatre with this bunch. Must be mulch. No, not a point. Do. Should we fold that? Oh, well, there you go. Well, he did his job, though. It's the main thing. He did actually do all the bloody field, so let's actually check that. Did he do all the field? He did, look. Not bad. Not bad, sir. Well done. And there's a bit of fertilizer as well, look. Cool. So guys, I think that might be where I'm going to call it in terms of the stream here. You know, I didn't have a huge amount of mods to show off or anything, you know. There wasn't anything that really interested me out there in the last few days, you know. One or two things, you know, but you know, I don't download every single bloody mod, just kind of the ones that interest me, you know. Oh. Oh, Betsy. Whoa. Oh, look. Whee. Yes. Woo. Right, there you go, my friends. That's a bit of a shorter stream from me, you know. Just looking at a few mods, you know, and trying out a few things. hopefully you found something interesting there. Hopefully there are some mods there that you may or may not like. So, my friends, I think that's where I'm going to end it for tonight. So I'm going to say thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And yeah, God willing, we shall see you on the next stream, whenever that may be. I don't have any set schedule or anything, but hopefully, maybe sometime next week. Probably, I probably will stream for the Pumps and Hoses DLC, and I'll look around and that type of thing. So yeah, probably Tuesday. We'll look at the Pumps and Hoses. All right, my friends. Thank you all very much. Take care. Bye bye.